Hey guys, what's up? My name's Taylor and welcome to another Break It Down video. First off, the reasons and explanations for why my videos have been so infrequent and unreliable, if I must say so, the uploading frequency, will be explained in a vlog tomorrow, and there's a good reason, trust me, you'll be impressed. But we start off with breaking down the dual HS10s. Now I go to this corner and I camp because my job when spawning either side on this map is to cover middle so that my teammates, when they actually reach there, because someone should have run with me, they jump on B and they only have one direction to cover. I cover middle and get any flankers or people who come through middle, and they don't have to worry about it. Usually I would stand behind the box in the middle, but in this case the dual HS10s don't have the range to properly fight over that long of a distance. So I started using the dual HS10s because I'd been getting quite into the dual Scorpions and I was really enjoying it, so I thought, why don't I try out dual shotguns? They sound fun. Apparently everyone liked them in Modern Warfare 2, and I've never really tried them out before, so let's go for it, let's get some good gameplays. And I really enjoyed it. I really enjoy weapons where I don't have to I can't just rush in. I have to actually think about what I'm going to do. I actually have to be tactical about my decisions, because guns such as the Galil, the Commando, the FAMAS, you can do pretty much any style of play with them, and sometimes that's fine, that's fun, you can just kick back and relax for a little bit, but other times I just want to make tactical decisions like this one. I thought he had seen me there. He hadn't, but I was never going to win that long of a gunfight over that distance with the dual HS10s, so I ducked into the doorway, and as the average COD player is an utter moron, he would have thought, oh, he hasn't seen me, and he'll chase me. Then I can turn around and kill him at a shorter distance. But if you have used the dual Scorpions previously, the comparison, these kill a lot quicker at close range, but they have a lower range. They're also pretty accurate. I have got steady aim on because you should always have steady aim on when using dual wield weapons. It's kind of a bit of a requirement. But all of the fuck, you're in the corner with me, aren't you, son? Not anymore. You're dead. Sorry, I was waiting for that bit. But all of the things that I said in the dual Scorpion video still apply here, because it's basically the same weapons, just shotguns, slightly shorter range. So you will see me using the house to my right a lot, because it is very near to their spawn. I won't have many long-range combatants, and it can really work for me. And Blackbird. And thankfully I got very lucky there. You should always look around you before calling in your kill streaks, whether they be spy plane, Blackbird, etc. You shouldn't just call it in as soon as you get it, because I got a kill streak and I have to call it in immediately, otherwise I will die. That's not how it works. That isn't how it should work. You should always check around and get into a safe place, especially if you're playing Modern Warfare 3 and calling in many of the kill streaks just takes half an hour and it's not really good at all. But there again, I saw a Blackbird guy heading towards me, and down that long of a range, I'm not going to win, so I decided to run away. Again, I can't get across it enough. Don't be scared to run away. Don't be scared to have a little duel with your opponent, especially if they're up on a Blackbird. You have a massive advantage if you're anywhere near decent. You have a huge advantage if the Blackbird is up, and I'd probably move that in Black Ops 2 to a 10 or a 12 kill streak, because if you keep it at the same strength that it is a bit overpowered for 8 kills, and 10 and 12 is much more reasonable, I think. And no, you don't want to explain what that guy was doing. He was one of the people who were just trying to get Ghost Pro at the back of the map. He was also with a friend, and it was rather annoying, because you just see that, and you don't really want to put that in a YouTube video, because it's like, well, 2 players weren't playing, or 1 player wasn't playing. It's like your team is stacked, but I don't really give a shit. So this was a nice gameplay. This was one of 2 I got with the dual HS10s, and I decided to use it. But that was unlucky there, the fact that I just died. I got shots on him, he got shots on me, and it just ended up being an unlucky thing for me. But again, I'm into this building. I'm hanging around this entire area. No one really has long lines of sight on me. I would also recommend using Scavenger for this, because you run out of bullets extremely quickly. Scavenger Pro gives you double, but you normally have very few bullets even to start off with. So don't not run Scavenger and have to pick up guns, because it's just... then you don't get to use the lovely dual HS10s, and I cry in my sleep. apparently, or something. But I'm not going into their spawn point building here for two reasons. One, I don't want to flip them. You know, flipping them is bad. Two, that is more of a long line of sight, and the last time I saw the red dot on the minimap, he was right at the back of the building. He might have been camping there, he might have just been ADSing at the doorway that I would have walked through, and I don't want that at all. Here, you see I make an awful mistake. Don't shoot someone if you think they're too far away to hit. I have that all the time. For instance, in sharpshooter on this game, where you all have the same gun, you all have a shotgun, for example, and I see so many of my opponents just shooting randomly when, oh dear, yes, reload before you stick your head around the corner, little deviation. But they just shoot at me randomly when I know that they're too far away to hit me, so I just let them shoot until I get in range of my bullets, like I can shoot them, and then I just deal with them. And it's extremely easy to do, and here I'm very lucky there. And I shout there's a claymore there, but my friend who's in my party decides to, no, I think I'll die today. I laughed at that bit, that was a bit funny. But I did fuck up there. Again, you have to get close enough, because these are low accuracy, low, you know what I mean, they don't have much range, low range weapons. You have to be close, because you'd rather move up slightly closer to him than die because you shoot and you don't mean to, and it's just messed up. So here I obviously go into a corner, or I go prone because I'm completely stunned. I'm using Marathon and not Tac Mask because I've got shotguns I need to get around the map. Marathon Pro is just, oh. But they're going to be around A somewhere, and for a dual shotguns or a dual anything really, a short range gun, you don't want them spawning A on this map, because they're going to be spawning down beach and they are just going to murder you. So you definitely don't want that. But even as I said that, I can't really let them cap C because the match is so close. Usually if we don't have them on the side that we want them on, and we're not, you know, running for a trip cap session or whatever, we either just completely rush and push into their spawn, or we let them cap our home flag, and they are really pleased with themselves and think, yay, we got a flag. And in fact, we just pushed up and capped their home flag, and we're happy. We're back in the right spawn trap position again. But we don't spawn trap, you know, as such. These weapons, you don't spawn trap with them. You just don't. You'll fail miserably. But there was also something else. A couple of seconds ago, I shot someone and I was backing up as I did it. As long as you're not too far away from them, too close, sorry, as long as you're not in their knife range, don't back away from them. Because that's always what I do when I shoot. If I'm within knifing range of them, I always back up because I don't want to get panic knifed. But with these guns, don't do that. You're a meter away, you're not within lunge range, don't back up. Push forward, keep pushing them, and just keep walloping them. Here, I could have gone through that door in front of me, but they were obviously both looking there, so I decided to flank round, get them. And here I'm actually waiting for that guy to come forward, but he's one of the ghosts. And I am actually panicking here. I'm completely surrounded. I do not know what to do, so I kill one and I just get out of there. And I shouldn't have run back in, and I shouldn't have shot there, because if you look here, thankfully he's absolutely shit. It's always useful if you're playing against shit players. But those were two mistakes in quick succession from me. You should always be very careful. And here, I'm not going to have a hell in hope of getting him. So one of my friends in my party is coming up the right with a long range gun, and he just takes him out. Easy. You don't have to win every engagement yourself by yourself. You're a team. You're 6 players. You're not a solo train. So I hope you enjoyed this, guys. I really do recommend these weapons, especially if you have played with and like the dual scorpions. And there's great fun to be had using these babies, and also great rage from the people who you kill. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time, guys. Peace.